Welcome as I get my stuff together. Okay. I do want to say good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Whidbey Island. For those of you on Zoom, welcome, and welcome to visitors as well. If you're a visitor, you ought to come next Sunday too, and you can partake of our indoor accommodations. But welcome here. I'm glad you're here. And welcome to a celebration of summer solstice. I'm Mark Simpson, a lay worship leader during the service, and sharing it with the UUCWI. This weekend is the confluence of several events, each significant, I think, in this moment of our time. We had Friday was Juneteenth, which commemorates the end of slavery in this country. And yesterday, the congregation celebrated Pride Month by taking part in the Langley Day Pride Parade, either in the parade or watching the parade. We appreciate your support. And today is Father's Day, so congratulations, fathers, and the best of wishes to us. And today also, then, a new season. To be outside under a canopy of trees and almost purely blue sky is perfect for this gathering. This is where our community is rooted, connected through shared exploration of spiritual values, nurtured by worship, science, nature, music, the arts, and mystery, and always stretching its branches toward a larger community of service and justice. Speaking of community, I invite you to stay for coffee and conversation after the service today. Also around 11:15, there will be a farewell event for Dave and Mavis Kaufman inside. So I believe Heidi will be playing the piano to signify the beginning of that event. All of you are invited. Mavis and Dave are longtime members who are moving, so we're giving them a send-off today. So when Heidi begins playing the piano about 11:15, that will be the beginning of that. And also, just a note about our offering, we're not going to be passing the basket as we usually do, but it is over there by the welcome table. So if the Spirit moves you, we welcome contributions of any size. Also, you can donate online.
My name is Amiel Wayne. It's my privilege to serve as your second lay worship leader this morning. You may notice that we are doing things a little differently today. The one day of doing things differently is sort of the theme of the morning, and I hope that you embrace that. Our time today will not be sheltered as usual in our beautiful indoor sanctuary. Instead, we bring our bodies and our focus outdoors to notice what new insights arise when we place ourselves in the care of our outdoor sanctuary, our non-human neighbors, and do things a little differently. Thank you to all of those who have given your time and effort to making this possible. This setup, this arrangement took extra time and labor than usual. Thank you to Don Weinbrenner for helping with the logistics, Opus Bialik for bringing our tech outdoors, to Walt Cannon for tending our fire. Thank you to Kimber Godsey for the gift of her new fire pit, which is seeing its first ever use as the vessel for our sacred fire today. Thank you to Emmy, Naomi, and Levi for helping to set up chairs this morning. TJ Simpson for helping to clean some of these chairs after Pride. Yesterday after Pride, some of us came here to start cleaning chairs, the outdoor chairs. Thank you to Eileen and to Bob, who will be leading us in music this morning. I will say more about them in a moment.
To hone our focus and sustain our attention on our experience during this time in a new space, we ask that you please silence your devices.
He's modeling behavior he wants to see. Thank you.
Please know that there may be more movement than is typical in a service for a usual Sunday service. Bugs or other critters may be participating, invited or not, in our gathering, and the smoke from our fire, we think, is pretty much disappearing. But please do what is right for your body. If you want to move around, that's great. And just expect others to be moving around too. So, okay. Oh yes. Not only feel free to move, but dance and to sit or stand during that.
If you brought a drum or have another noise maker or rhythm instrument today, please make some noise now. Oh, that feels so good. We invite you to drum whenever the worship leaders make, or shake your instruments, whenever one of the worship leaders makes this motion, the drumming motion. And we invite you to please follow the lead of our drum guide, Bob Heavey. Bob has been pleased to be a member of UUCWI since he and his wife Patty moved here 5 years ago. Previously, they were long-term members of Evergreen UUF in Marysville. He studied djembe under a Senegalese griot and has enjoyed playing in various drum circles in Seattle. Thank you, Bob, for leading us in this sacred work. Bob will set the rhythm, and I invite you all to join Bob when he drums, and listen and then join. If you did not bring a rhythm instrument or don't feel comfortable using one this morning, your participation and presence are still important. Whatever your confidence level as a singer, we encourage you to raise your voice in song. Eileen Soskin will be our song guide this morning. She will lead you in our chants and hymns today. Eileen has served UUCWI for many years at the piano and as most recently the director of the UUCWI choir. Please follow her lead. She will teach us the songs. The lyrics are printed in your order of service. If you do not have one, please share with a neighbor. Neighbors, please share your order of service with your companions. In our songs today, we will experience our voices overlapping in rounds and layering over each other. Please do not feel intimidated, but rather sink into the experience.
I now invite you to focus on your breath, to become present in yourself, keeping all your senses awake to this place and moment, while song and rhythm lead us into sacred time. Please follow the lead of Eileen, our song guide, as we attune to the fire, warming us this morning.
I hope many of you already know this. Rise up overnight. Could my two compatriots over there, three compatriots, come up, and we're going to sing this first as a single line, and then we'll sing it as a round. I will point over here, and then I'll point over here, and those in the middle can make their own choices. So it sounds like this. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, bring to us beauty, vision, and play. Again. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, bring to us beauty, vision, and joy. And then. Rise up, O flame, rise up, O flame, rise up, O flame, children as beauty, vision as flame, rise up, my flame, rise up, as flame, vision as beauty, rise up as flame, by thy light joy, was beauty, vision, and glory. Change was beauty, vision, and joy. Thank you.
A drum song is a public heartbeat. All you drummers and rhythm keepers are both musicians and magicians this morning. You draw us into a sacred time and space where our hearts beat in sync together. The medium is the message. Be here now. Feel the rhythm in our bodies. Invoking, singing, barking, breathing, shaking, singing, tapping, solid, racing, pleasant, singing. Drawing our passionate focus into this shared space and time. Feel this celebration in your body. Feel the air become thick with rhythm and presence. Feel the meaning of this celebration in what is unfolding within you and between us.
Please rise in body or spirit, or if you prefer, please remain sitting if you're comfortable. And join us for our affirmation,
which is printed on the front of your order of service.
In the order of service. Love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is its practice. This is our great covenant to dwell together in peace, to seek truth and love, and to help one another. You may be seated.
Let us now attune to one another and open our hearts to the magic of this special day as Amiel leads us once more in song.
I'm grateful for the songbirds who are standing by my side and the ones who are sitting among you. This song has two parts, and the easy part is what I'm going to teach first. You can sing this, as they say, till the cows come home. It's very, very simple. It goes like this. Light divine in the summertime. Hide your eyes as your spirit sings. Let's do it again. Light divine in the summertime. Spread your wings as your spirit sings. We will sing that again and again and again. Now some of you, and they'll be drumming with that, but some of you may want to see and perhaps sing the second part, which is Open Your Heart, which is a little more complicated, but we're going to do it anyway and see how it goes. Let's sing this through a few times. Ready and open your heart to what you believe. Time to make magic on Midsummer's Eve. Circle together as siblings, as one. Honoring life, celebrating the sun. Open your heart to what you believe. Time to make magic on Midsummer's Eve. Circle together as siblings, as one. Honoring life, celebrating the sun. They go together perfectly. Let's sing Light Divine, Spread Your Wings twice through, and then some people will jump to Open Your Heart. But meanwhile, I'm going to step back and admire Bob, who is going to start us off with something that will make it clear how we're feeling this. I divine in the summertime. Spread your wings as your spirit sings. My divine in the summertime. Spread your wings as your spirit sings. Second time if you would. My heart divine in the summertime. Spread your wings as your spirit sings. The sun. Spread your wings in the
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before I begin my remarks this morning that draws us all together, I do have one quick announcement or reminder. If you borrowed an instrument from someone, make sure it gets back to them at the end of the service. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
In ancient Greek literature, there are two words for time. One is chronos, the everyday sequential time. That's clock time, chronological time. The other is kairos, the appointed time, the moment of arrival or opportunity. Its most ancient associations have to do with both archery and weaving. In archery, kairos is the moment when an arrow is on the string and the string is fully pulled back. It's ready and full of potential, just waiting for its target. In weaving, kairos is the moment when the shuttle is ready to pass through the warp threads of the loom. Kairos is the term used in the Christian New Testament, for example, to refer to the coming of the kingdom of God, to signal how the radically different moments can break into and disrupt the day-to-day rhythms of our lives. We Unitarian Universalists talk a lot about practice. Most often we talk about practice as a slow, patient, steady, transforming thing. And this is as it should be. Any good teacher knows that time and effort are the key ingredients for transformation. This kind of practice fits into the daily grind of chronos time, clock time, the time of making life work. This kind of practice is part of what the Catholic feminist poet Kathleen Norris called the quotidian mystery. There's your $5 word for the day, quotidian, meaning the daily, the mystery of how every day just sort of unfolds and happens, and how our daily habits get us through. This kind of practice is essential. It's good that we spend so much time discussing it. But we're celebrating the summer solstice. This is not the everyday. Things are different today. Today, the Earth is maximally tilted on its axis, pointing Earth's northern pole and our northern hemisphere into the most direct path of sunlight it's going to see all year. Every society that has lived far enough from the equator, whether in the northern or southern hemisphere, to notice a difference on this day has marked it in some way, has turned a fact of astronomic positionality and axial tilt into an event worthy of social recognition, worthy of memorialization in rare and specialized practices, ceremonies, pilgrimages, even monuments like Stonehenge. Peak ecstatic practices are by definition not recommended for the everyday. These are not quotidian practices. Luckily, today is not like any other day. Think for a moment of what the solstice means for the Earth and its creatures. The Earth is having a peak experience right now, at least in one of its hemispheres. Well, kind of opposite way, so some southern hemisphere's getting it too, just in the other way around. We've reached the vanishing point, at the end of our tether. Each day from this point onward will be shorter than the day before. But right now, we're on the top of the roller coaster. We can't see the tracks ahead of us. We're not supposed to. We're pointed at the sky, and the blue is all there is. How will we mark this time? How will we inhabit it? How will we weave ourselves into the fullness of this astronomic event enjoyed by so many of Earth's creatures? humans constructed a stone circle on Salisbury Plain that we call Stonehenge. Fun archaeology fact, not a henge. A henge technically has a ditch on the inside. And anyway, fun fact, it's not a henge, it's a proto-henge. Get our archaeology jokes out in a minute. Archaeologists have confirmed that the stone structure was preceded by a nearby wooden construction at Bulford that was in use at least 500 years before that. So 4,000 years ago, Stonehenge. About 500 years before that, we have the wood henge that was aligned solstice, to the solstices at Bulford. What were Neolithic humans trying to do when they constructed this massive stone monument aligned perfectly to capture the rays of the solstice sun? Why was the earlier wooden post structure not enough? Why was one medium stone chosen to replace another wood? At dawn on the summer solstice, the sun rises and, framed by the upright trilithon stones of Stonehenge, aligns with the heel stone and passes through the center of the circle. In this one spot on Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, thanks to the labor of thousands of human hands and the patient geological forces of Earth that provided the stones, the arrival of the solstice sun is framed in stone. This special moment in the relationship between the Earth and the sun becomes part of the human story, and vice versa. The stone monument and the thousands of communal celebrations it must have seen over the centuries and millennia concretize the ephemeral. Summer solstice happens once a year. It's ephemeral, it's fleeting, it passes. By tomorrow it will be gone. But in stone, in a stone box, it lives in a human house for one day, greeted and welcomed like a friend. Each year, the partnership of humans and stone turns an astronomical occurrence into a historical event. Building and congregating at Stonehenge was one technique for noticing and stepping fully into those rare occasions when the fullness and significance of the occasion overflows the container of our everyday familiar protocols and structures. Sunday service, indoor, air-conditioned room, no bugs. The builders of Stonehenge, like so many humans around the world, partnered with stone to mark a time and space where such a moment might be experienced and honored. But giving sun a stone story is not the only way to embrace and memorialize these rare kairotic occasions, to step fully into the presence of what is full and overwhelming and exceeding the everyday. There are many ways to step into kairos time, to feel the fullness of the moment and the rarity of the event in our bodies, to let the experience of kairos time unfold between us, as real as the hours, minutes, and seconds of measurable daylight, as real as birdsong. As real as a community circling around a fire with drums and song in 2026. An event as rare and special today as it was common and mundane for our ancestors throughout 99% of human history. Some days are different from other days. They arrive so full of potential, novelty, charged energy that our usual habits cannot contain them. We sing rather than speak. We skip and dance rather than walk. We give our full attention to what is happening between us, rather than worrying about brunch. Moments when all those mundane things we tend to ignore, like the Earth's axial tilt, who thinks about that every day, align themselves in rare conjunctions. These are times that call for us to do things differently, at least for one day. One day. Can we do it one day? To step outside the regular practices that keep us moored and stable into the rare treat of an ecstatic experience. To stand outside ourselves, ecstasis, means to stand beyond, to stand outside, and to feel things in a radically different way. And when the time is especially full, when the significance of the moment exceeds our human scales of time and space, we rightly partner with non-humans, stepping outside our comfortable and air-conditioned spaces, among the bugs and critters, into the clouds of tree pollen, onto uneven ground, partnering with the bird song and with the drum song. Neolithic humans on the Salisbury Plain partnered with the biggest stones they could manage to carve and carry. And they were big. They took a long time. Today, we partner with the wind, with the grass, and the vibrant living beings who share this space. We partner with song and drum and fire to weave ourselves into the story of this special moment. We feel the difference of this time, this space, this moment, because we have decided to embrace it differently. No new words are needed. Too much explanation swamps the moment, filling this precious time with stumbling human attempts at sense-making. The question we are left with is this: how will we step beyond our everyday selves and dive fully into the gift of 16 hours of sunlight? Let me suggest one new radical practice you can take with you beyond our circle, which is your first radical practice of the day. Embrace summer solstice as a day lived in full moon. That is, in radical transparency and honesty, but all that brings you joy. Be fully yourself without hesitation or apology. Happy Pride, my loves. We are celebrating this one day of the year when the sun holds still in the sky, solstice. The sun stands, just standing there waiting for us, patiently giving us all the time we need to take off our masks, to let ourselves be seen without shadows, to be fully present to ourselves and to others, not an everyday practice, or once a year practice, to dance and sing when dancing and singing are called for. And songs of this morning open a door for you onto a day lived in full moon. And let us sing, I think.
I feel very privileged to have an occasion to perform this or to have it be part of our service. It's something that I first heard when I was 16 years old, and I thought, wow. And I still feel, wow. The words, and I would ask you to repeat them with me, are Summer is a coming in. They're printed in your service. So, Summer is a coming in, which means summer is coming in. So close, but different, and I think it has more sparkle for me, but that's probably because it's less familiar. The second line is Luda sing cuckoo. Luda sing cuckoo, which means loudly sings the cuckoo. Loudly sings the cuckoo. Third line is groweth said and bloweth med. Groweth said and bloweth med, which means the seed grows, the meadow blossoms. And the last line is, and spring the wider new, which means, and spring the wider new, and the woods spring forth anew. There are two parts to this, and the easy one is the one that is printed as your refrain. Sing cuckoo new, sing cuckoo, which of course means we'll sing you cuckoo, now cease you never, right? But I don't think we have cuckoos here unless you have a clock in your house. But it's so simple. This is what I'm going to invite you to all sing. There are two parts, as I said. This is the simpler one. It sounds like this. Sing cuckoo. Try that. Sing cuckoo. I knew it. It would be great. I knew it. Here's the way the rest of that goes. Sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. Sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. Let's do it again. Let me get my fingers closer. Ready? And sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. Sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. One more time. Sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. You've got it. There will then be some of us, this group, and anyone who can join us.
If you feel brave.
Yes. It goes like this. Summer is a coming in, how they sing cuckoo. Say that blow with pain and sing the cockatoo. Sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo. It's a little complicated, but we're going to do our best to make that clear. Let's start with just the part that you sing, which is sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. Sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. Sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. Counting on you. Sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo. Summer is a coming in, gonna sing cuckoo. Sing Santa Claus and sing on a do. Sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo. Summer is a coming in, sing cuckoo. Sing Santa Claus and sing on a do. Sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo. Summer is a coming in, sing cuckoo. Go with Santa Claus and sing cuckoo. Sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo. Sing cuckoo, no, 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 sing cuckoo. Thought one might appear.
Hi.
Well done.
Fire, friend of our most ancient ancestors, living and breathing, being, holding the center of our circle, thank you for holding our focus, for being our partner in celebration, as you have for generations uncountable.
Closing drum beat. Guide your focus back to yourself. Returning to the feel of regular time. Thank you very much, everyone.
Happy solstice.
Happy solstice.
Oh, please return your instruments here.